Okay, welcome back everybody to another video on Archive Gaming. This one's for Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14. So I wanted to record another video talking about what my next Let's Play is gonna be. The Liu Kui Let's Play is pretty much set. I mean, I've got over half the map, and I really broke the last real power that could threaten me, Cao Cao. His power got broken, so that one's kind of I'm just gonna wrap it up there. So I'm gonna do maybe like one more video when it's almost over, just to have a completion video to show it. But on that one I'm gonna pull back on the upload. So the next one that I'm gonna do is gonna be the intentions of the two Yuans. And we're not gonna play as the main Yuan, but we are gonna play as the younger Yuan. So I'm thinking we're gonna go with Yuan Shu on this one. And the starting year is kind of cool, 191. I can't say that I've seen this as a starting year in a romance game since maybe Romance. Obviously 8, because 8 was every year. I guess since Romance 8, really. So Yuan Shu's probably, I think he's a little bit stronger in the 194. Is probably as strong as he is. 196, he's still pretty strong. But in this one, he's right in the middle, I think. 2 stars, I don't know why he's 2 stars. It should be, I would say 3 stars. Because Dongzhuo is not out of it yet. I mean, he's just as strong as he was before. All he's done is moved, abandoned the city. Although I'm assuming that in this scenario you can trigger the chaining scheme and he'll be killed. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But you still have to worry about Cao Cao and his expansion. Again, I don't know why he has 3 stars. So they got these backwards. So Yuan Shu should be 3. I think Cao Cao should be about 2. And I know I'm just nitpicking here, but I'm just spitballing here. I would say he should be a 2, or dare I say even a 1 star, really. But let's say 2 for the sake of argument, right? And I put Yuan Shu at about a 3. So if you don't know Yuan Shu's retainers, his best retainers are always Zhang Sun and Jiling. These 2 guys are the best in terms of combat in pretty much every game that he's come out in. Oh, he's got Huaxin in this one. That's pretty cool. I don't know why, but he does have them. Looks like that's the only real big shake-up. I like this guy, I don't know how to say it. But I like that guy. Kuya Rui is pretty cool. He's one of the ones that led one of Yuan Shu's 7 armies. You know, the famous chapter in the novel where Yuan Shu marches out these humongous, ridiculously large armies, and he still loses and gets completely crushed against the coalition, the Cao Cao's coalition. It's pretty cool, very cool chapter in the book. Cao Cao basically summons a coalition force, and Liu Bei answers, Lu Bu answers, and they all march against Yuan Shu. And even Sun Ce answers, but Sun Ce doesn't actually get there. He starts mobilizing, but the fight's already over. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I'm thinking, I thought, what do I have to do to get the geographical advantage? I'm going to try to get the geographical advantage. Oh, I think I have to take Chang'an to be able to deal with Parthia. So that's probably not going to happen. Unless the chaining scheme where Dongzhuo gets killed by Lu Bu, unless that really hoses him. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But it should be interesting because I feel like the expansion The expansion route as Yuan Shu is kind of tough, no matter which way you go here. So ideally, I'd like to knock Cao Cao out of the war early, but looking at the map, that's probably not possible. So, I don't know, it's gonna be tough. Maybe we should advance towards Kongzu over here, towards Runan. Or maybe even south, I'm not sure. Liu Biao is gonna be scoring off against Sun Jian. I wonder if the events... I think the event should go off. There should be an event to at least kill off Sun Jian. That might help Liu Biao's chances, because Liu Biao and Sun Jian are pretty much they're even on paper, but you know that Sun Jian's core is full of A tiers and a couple of S tiers, because Sun Ce should be there already, Zhou Yu should be there, so. But yeah, so that's who we're gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Yuan Shu. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play on hard or veteran yet. I'm still tweaking the settings because, you know, in every romance game you have your preferences that you have to find. You have that sweet spot that you have to find that only comes from playing the game a lot, putting a lot of time in and narrowing down what's challenging and fair for you as a player, right? You know, romance is one of those franchises that you can never just put up the difficulty and say, okay, the game's, you know, that solves everything, you know, in terms of a challenge. A lot of times putting up the difficulty in this series actually dumbs down the AI, makes it really stupid, makes the game more boring, because again, these types of games, as you climb up the difficulty, unfortunately what ends up happening is you end up having to be more and more efficient, and if the game doesn't have a lot of development space, then that efficiency route is a lot narrower. So what ends up happening is, no matter who you play as, you end up having one preferred method. You know, one preferred method wins out over everything else, which if you're just trying to win and that's it, then you're set. But when you do playthrough number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're gonna be bored to tears, because there's no creative room for you at that difficulty, quote unquote higher difficulty. There's no creative room for you to do anything else but follow the one method, you know? So games, you know, sandbox games, it's always important to try to tune it to where where you feel like, okay, I have enough flexibility here where I can kind of play around in my sandbox, because it's not a sandbox if there's only, you know, if you're only using one corner of the sandbox because that's the most viable, then you're no longer in a sandbox, because you're not able to use anything else, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, my gut check sense to go hard and maybe just beef up the importance of the cores, so I can't just bull rush a city, because Yuan Shu's core is pretty weak, and I don't see any opportunities for him to really improve it right away. I mean, we're gonna scramble our officers as usual. That's what I always do. So I could win the lottery, as people have said. I could win the lottery and find some good officers. But outside of that, I don't see any opportunities to really add more people. So I guess we'll see on that front. We'll see how it goes, but because of those factors, I'm thinking to probably keep it on hard and improve the cores and just take it from there. So yeah, guys, that's it. So look forward to the first part of that coming out, I want to say Monday, and hopefully it's a good playthrough. Like I said, I'm gonna keep churning away on the Liu Kui, but I'm gonna do that little by little on my own time, and then I'll upload the end of it, because, you know, at this point it's just mop up operation. So it's not going to be too interesting. I'm just going to be rolling everybody over. So yeah, as always, I hope you've enjoyed the content so far on the channel, and look forward to more stuff. Like I said, I really want to do a Three Kingdoms one also, but I just wasn't able to find the time to invest in it, because for a Three Kingdoms one, what I'm thinking to do is to do the whole year, do about a year of gameplay off camera, and then start it from there to where the action kind of picks up. And I just wasn't able to find the time this time. But I think I'm gonna put that together off to the side so that it's in the can, and that one's ready to start for the following playthrough after this one. So also look forward to that, a Three Kingdoms one coming down the line as soon as I can decide who to play as and what year. Well, I can tell you for sure it's not going to be Cao Cao's Force, because Cao Cao's Force is really like way above the curve in all the Three Kingdoms ones, as he should be. But so yeah, that's about it. So make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. For some reason this is your first video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If anybody has any suggestions, scenario, faction, you know, I'm always open to suggestions. So, and I'm always open to trying different, you know, different tweaks or different takes on the same old thing, all that stuff. So yeah, until then, just keep an eye out for the next video on Monday, like I said, and take care, guys. We'll see you then.